Welcome to another Burchfield Penney Art Center sketch break sponsored by Hyatt's All Things Creative. These are short 15-minute live sketching demos to give you inspiration and a break from your work or school day. You don't need any fancy supplies, just something to draw on and to draw with. Today I'll just be using paper, charcoal pencil, and we are going to be working on faces. So let's get started. It seems that one thing people always want to know how to draw are faces. Of course, we see them all over. We recognize them, and we want to try to draw them. The very first thing I can tell you when you draw a face is to get the shape of the face. Now, you could be looking at a person, which is the very best thing to do. But if you're just making a face from your imagination, I'm going with the classic oval face. And if you can see, I'm going around. A couple things to keep in mind. You want to do it lightly. You want to do it lightly, and you want to do an oval about this size on the piece of paper. After you've got the oval, I would want you to place some lines showing where the eyes, the nose, and the mouth will go. And you know, people don't understand this, but the eyes actually go down almost halfway down. Hey, don't forget, we have a brain up here. You can't place your eyes up there or even here. A brain takes up all this space. And then there's the nose, a line. And then there's the mouth, a line. And I usually do this too. I put a vertical line down here showing about half. So do you see? Our first step is a few lines, light. Keep it light, very, very light. Then I would go here to the eyes. This is where we were going to put the eyes. I would put, it's sort of like an almond or a football shape, and I would put the two eyes right here on that line. And you know, this is a tip. It's not for everyone. Some people's eyes are closer, some are farther apart. But they say if you're drawing a classic face, it's about one eye in the middle. So you see that would be 1, 2, 3. So that's about right. Then there's the eyelid. I want you to put that in like this. And then there's the iris and the eyeball. And I'd put those in. Don't forget, the eyelid covers a little the eyeball. It's not, so you don't see just a plain full ball in there. You see it covered up a little bit. And maybe you're going to have to look in the mirror to see this, but there is a little muscle in the corner of the eye here, and that moves the eye around. So I'd like you to put that in, and if you look, you'll see that. Then I'm going to put some lines in to represent where the nose goes, and I'm going to go down here for the nostrils and the other nostril. And once again, the very, very best thing to do is actually get somebody to sit for you and pose. And I will go here to the mouth. I'm going to put the mouth line in here. And then I'm going to put the upper lip. And I'm going to put the lower lip. Now, see, it's starting to look like a person. Then I'm going to put the eyebrows in. And don't forget, I bet some people are saying, oh, there's an awful lot of room up there. But, you know, our hair comes in, and I usually do the hair with the side of the pencil. So I'm going to be putting the hair in, and I'm going to give this girl some wavy hair coming down, and it's coming down on this other side, some wavy hair. Now, if you had given her a short haircut, what would be the thing that you'd have to put in there that I didn't put in? You'd have to probably recognize that she had some ears in there. But do you see how the side of the pencil works? It works so nicely for hair. Look, I'm just putting it in. I can actually see the lines, the hair lines. Looks like real hair. Just putting it in with the side of the pencil. Just like that. I'm going to make it go a little bit over her eye, like that, and a little bit down. And I'm going to go over here, because you know what I need is a neck. And the neck will come on both sides of the head. And I'm not quite done with the hair. I'm going to have a little more. This part here. Do you see how I made that a little darker? Because that's coming underneath her hair. I'm going to make that a little bit darker on that side. Oh yeah, she's gotten very nice hair. It's coming around here. Then it goes around in here. And I'm going to have some down in here. There, okay. Now I've got that much done. And I'll go back to the hair if I have some more time. But remember, this is only 15 minutes, so I don't know if we'll be able to finish it all. But anyway, now, remember I was showing you here on the side of the pencil like this for the hair, but I want more detail now. So I'm going to go this way, and I'm going to go back to the eyes. The eyes, they say, are the window to the soul. And you know, it is true. You can see a lot in eyes. You can see sadness. You can see when people are happy. You can see a lot of things in the eyes. So I'm going to darken the part where the eyelids are. And then I'm going to do the colored part of the eye like this. And that little dark part in the eye, I'm going to leave just a little touch of white. And that gives it the reflection. And I'm going to put the little dark in there. And then I'm going to give it the reflection and the coloring around the outside. And I'm going to go a little, see, just a little darker around the outside edge. And I'm going to go and accent the bottom of the eye. And I'm going to accent the bottom of this one and put some darks in there. And I'm going to go over the eyelid a little bit. Oh yeah, now do you see how that gives so much definition by just putting those details of the eye in. And I'm going to put the eyebrow. Now don't go like this back and forth. Eyebrows don't grow. They're actually hairs. They grow up. So put some eyebrows in. I'm going to grow and put them in. And she's got her eyebrows there. I'm going to put the one. And then the other eyebrow over here. Oh yeah, that's starting to look. Now I want to put some, now this forehead, this right here, this comes out. So this is sort of concaved in there. And what does it do? It produces a shadow. So you're going to put a little bit of shadow in there. And that will, actually women often, there is eyeshadow. They call it eyeshadow. But you naturally have some shadow there from what your eye does. So I'm going to put that in, some shadow from the eyes. And do you know where the skin is the thinnest on our face? And people sometimes say, well, what? It's underneath the eye. And that's why sometimes there's bags, but the skin is thinner, so the blood vessels are closer to the surface, and it makes them have a little bit of darkness around there. And actually this eyelid, the eyelid itself, it casts a little shadow over the eye. It does actually cast a shadow over there. So you want to put that in. And you want to put the shading of the nose in. Well, once again, where's a dark? Well, it's going to be a dark. Right here in the nostril. Because that, you see, that's very dark. That's a cavity almost of your face. It goes in, and you put the nose in. Now, on the sides of the nose, you don't want a harshness. Just soft on your pencil. Very soft. And a little shading on the side here, and a little shading here. And I might make her eyebrows a little bit darker here. And I'm going to go back. Look at now. I'm looking at it and I can see I want to go back and I want to add some more hair on there. And I'm going to make some darker. Oh yeah, the darker brings out her face more. So I'm going to put some darker hair on there and a little more on this side. I'll be coming back for the hair in a minute, but I want to soften that chin just a little bit. Oh yeah. And now her lips. Now the top lip is going to be darker and the bottom lip comes out just a touch, but where the two lips meet, there'll be more of a dark line like this, something like that. So you have the dark line in there. And I make the top lip a little bit darker. Oh yeah, that's what I was looking for, just a little darker on the top lip up here, and a little bit under here. Now this bottom lip, it comes out, so when it comes out, it would cast a little shadow under the lip. And those muscles on the side of the face that make you smile, they have a little crevice there, and you might have a little shading, a little bit of shading, and her nose is upturned a little bit, so there'll be a little shading on the bottom of her nose. And, you know, between the lips, you know how it has that little sort of mark there between the two lips, so you want to put a little line in there. So now I'm going to go back into the hair again, and I'm going to give her some more hair. Side of the pencil for the hair. Remember that. And I'm going to go down. Oh yeah, I don't know if she used her curling iron. Maybe she did, I'm not sure, but I'm going to give her a little curl down there. She used the curling iron on there, and I will show it. And you got to do a little more here and there to finish it up. But I'd like to show you, this is one I did this morning, and you can see it has, what does it have? Well, of course, the shading, and the shading brings out a lot. So you can see I put dark behind here to bring out her hair, and there's just a lot more detail when you finish it up with your shading. So thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this sketch prompt. Follow us on Facebook to get notification on our next live events.